Crimson Peak is the latest film from Guillermo del Toro, who both co-writes and directs. Mia Wasikowska is Edith Cushing, a young, aspiring author who is somewhat struggling in a very male-dominated world. She meets the very young and dashing Thomas Sharp, played by Tom Hiddleston, who, after a family tragedy for Edith, whisks her off to sunny old England to live with him and his somewhat odd sister, Lucille, played by Jessica Chastain. Now, Guillermo del Toro has described this film as not being a horror, but being a love story that has ghosts in it. And for the most part, I think he is right. The ghosts are introduced within about 5 minutes of the film, and it is very matter of fact, ghosts exist, deal with it. It's a creepy film. I don't think it's scary. I mean, I know I'm a horror nut, but I don't, unless you are particularly sensitive to sort of scares or horror in any way, I don't think you'll have a problem with this film. It is a creepy film. It's not intended to be scary. It's not intended to be a full-on horror film. What it is, it has an atmosphere, this film. Guillermo del Toro has once again created a beautiful world that you just want to explore long after the film's finished. It is drenched in this gothic atmosphere, and it is stunningly realized. The house that Thomas Sharp's house is a thing of absolute beauty, and I just every frame of this film is beautiful. I wanted to see an IMAX so much, and unfortunately it wasn't available. This film would work so well in IMAX. It would just be amazing. I do have some issues with it. The two main ones are Thomas and Lucille Sharp are brother and sister, and they are close, very close. I wanted to explore that relationship more. I wanted more scenes of just those two. But even when we do have scenes of just those two, their dialogue seemed at times almost sort of stilted. It was almost like they were talking in code in a way, even when they were alone, which doesn't really make any sense. I mean, these two have spent their whole lives together, being incredibly close. They would be a lot more sort of natural together, for want of a better term. And so that seemed a bit strange. My other main issue was the fact that the entire mystery that forms the center of this film's plot, it needed to be deeper. It really did. Edith solves the mystery really easily. I don't want to give away any plot points here, but seriously, if your family has one secret that it needs to keep above everything else, maybe make it a little more difficult to solve, just and to find clues about, maybe just a little bit, because otherwise that's just being stupid. It just is. But despite those issues, and they are reasonably large issues to me, despite those issues, I did really enjoy this film purely because of how it looks in the atmosphere that was created. Del Toro is a master of creating these worlds that you do just want to explore, and he has done it once again. Not his best, not by a long way, but I did thoroughly enjoy it.